Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. I am feeling so much better, and I'm so ready to just get artsy in so many ways. I hope you are too. Everybody make sure you have a drink. And take a drink. So we start off hydrated. I hope everybody had a good breakfast this morning and that the sun is shining, either literally or figuratively. You know, sun can shine in our hearts sometimes when it's not sunshiny outside. I know some of you got snow flurries already. How crazy is that? Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Debbie. I'm so happy everybody is here, and you know, we all share this love of each other and creativity in whatever form it brings itself. This morning I have a stack of all kinds of things to play with. So I hope you do too. I hope you have something that you can just, lose yourself in this morning. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Well, you know what? I'm going to pull my art journal because I haven't completely finished my art journal entry from last week, and I told myself that I had to finish it before Thursday when we do another whole, because I'm so close. So I'm going to bring that over and work on it while we talk. Hi, Katie. You must be brand new here. If you are new here, if you would like, follow, and subscribe to Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then please ask to join our private Facebook groups, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott and Stitch the States with Ann Corbiere-Scott. So one thing I did want to talk about, I did them last night when I was watching an episode of Homeland, Debbie, after book club. One thing I did want to talk to you about, Facebook has some changes going on, and I haven't completely figured them out yet, but here's what I know for sure. So when I have paid class private Facebook groups, like Let's Get Artsy with Our Bibles and Artsy Alchemy, they've changed the settings a little bit on those, and so those groups went out as public instead of private. So just know that to join those groups, you need to pay to take the class with me, and that is all available on AnnCorbiereScottDesigns.com. And something tricky is going on with the videos, the saved videos, and so I am working really hard this week to get everything backed up onto my YouTube channel, so then you can view all of the pop and paint parties on my YouTube channel. So just know that that's kind of in the works, and if there was something that you wanted to go back, everything is labeled with its date. And then in the description, I tell a little bit about what we did in that class. And the paid classes, I have to figure out how that works with YouTube, but I will back those up on. I will back those up on YouTube also, and something else. Anyway, those are the big ones, and so that's kind of taken up a lot of my time. This week is backing everything up. So, anywho. Welcome, Shannon. Hi, Linda. You look like you are new here, Shannon. I'm so happy to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're brand new here, if you would like, follow, and subscribe to Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. It is a little bit of a pain, but it's something that I've been meaning to do for so long, Nancy, and I just, you know what, Facebook just forced my hand, because I was kind of doing it kind of just willy-nilly, so now I need to just do it all, and easy peasy. Do you know what I mean? Then it's all there, and like once it's there, it's kind of like when you move to a new house, you just want to get all the stuff to your new house. Then, once it's there, you can move things around and that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm working on this week. But every now and again, I do let myself do something a little fun. So, I do have some drawing to do this week because, as you can imagine, this is the busy season. Lots of holiday things coming out. From both companies that my artwork is licensed with, Unity and Adorn It. So just know that that's happening. Oh, I wanted to show you. You know what? Because I was sick, I didn't get to talk to you very much about what I got at the airport. You know, I always see something cool at an airport. So there was this bookstore in the Denver airport called Tattered Pages. I thought that was such a good name for a bookstore. And you know I love a bookstore. So I found Frida Kahlo, The Last Interview and Other Conversations. It's so good. It's so good. And it was Melville House Publishing. And they had other... I don't know yet, Laura. I'm I'm still figuring that out. But I will for it could all be the same on Facebook. I just want to cover my bases. Do you know what I mean? And so I'm still figuring that out. But I will keep you abreast, I promise. As I figure it out, I will let you know. Anyway, you know, an airport it's always kind of fascinating to me. I kind of like having a little bit of a layover because I like to explore what's there, you know. So there's always a bookstore, at least one. There's always interesting restaurants. There's always some kind of public art that's always cool to see. So just next time you're at an airport, you know, check it out. There's always something cool to see. So I just wanted to share that. Good morning, Bridget. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to, like, while we chat, I'm going to fill in the rest of these. I've been seeing a lot of art journalers good morning, Maureen. Do this, there's a trend of this kind of wonky bubble lettering, and so I was really digging it just because of the imperfection of it all, you know? I like when I can just let myself go. So, anyway, I'm just filling in, and I just think it makes by doing it this way, right? By writing your quotation, your quote, however you want. But if you do something to make it pop, right? So for me, this time, I am filling in my background with black. So then my letters are really, look at that contrast, right? It's really going to... Well, here's the thing, Tam. You popped in a little late. So Facebook is having some changes. and I haven't completely figured them all out. And so I am working tirelessly this week to get all of my pop-in paint parties onto my YouTube channel. And I'm working on getting all of my paid classes on there too. I just haven't figured out exactly how to do that. It seems like I can make little private groups on YouTube also, and so I'm trying to figure that out. I was thinking maybe does everyone follow me on YouTube? Does everyone go to YouTube? I guess that's what I need to know, because I'm wondering if we should test going live on YouTube. Just test it and see what happens. Like maybe next week, one of our pop-in paint parties we should do directly on YouTube and just see how that goes. Let me know your thoughts. Hi, Jan! Jan. So I was just talking about the challenges I'm having with YouTube, or with Facebook. You know what, and it's not that Facebook is wrong, I just haven't figured it out, what's happening, and so, I'm just working on that. So just, if you would be patient with me while I try and figure that out. I told Carmen yesterday, it was such a challenge that I had Jeff buy me a regular Coke. If you don't know, I quit drinking Diet Coke about 2.5 years ago. But every now and again, he buys me, excuse me, those little cans, and of like 7-Up. But yesterday I said, hey, can you go get me a regular Coke? I need the caffeine and the boost today, because I did get a lot of videos transferred yesterday. It's just kind of a process. You know what I mean? Like any of those kinds of things, it's always some kind of weird it's just been kind of a weird situation. Anyway, just trying to, cover my bases. Almost, oh, you guys, I'm loving it so much. I've seen all of your art journaling entries that you've posted, and I'm just mad about them all. They're beautiful. Can I tell you how much, like, joy that brings me when we all have the same prompt or idea, right? And then, it is the Hocus Pocus flower. Yes, I cut it out. So we did this page, Jan, in last Thursday's art pop-in paint party. Hi, Sharon Smith. How are you this morning? Anyway, so that's that. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to, so I have this stack of things that some are painted, some are not, some blah, blah, blah. I do have this. Do you remember we started this card last week? Good morning, Peg. So I thought I would put this together, look at it split. Oh my gosh, Jen, you've got to watch that video, that pop-in paint party, because it was so fun. It was just so fun. And it's right up your alley. It's right up your alley. You'll have, because it's kind of Zentangle-y, but with a Halloween kind of twist. Okay, so this is, I believe this is Vintage Puppetry 6, and I painted it with watercolor, because I kind of wanted, I wanted the funkiness of the ledger behind it. There we go. Behind this jack-o'-lantern. Now I'm feeling like maybe, I feel like it's too, there's not enough contrast that way. But if I pop it, I'm going to get a little contrast, and I think that's where I want to go. I just wanted to make this one little card this morning. But I had a really cool idea. I've been kind of having it for a while. It's been something that I've kind of been playing with in my head. You know how those things happen where you just, you know, it kind of has to percolate in your noggin a bit. I have, in my lettering class, a long time ago, I used to teach, envelope art. I've really been thinking about bringing that class back. Well, it's kind of its own class, envelope art, in 2023. What do you think? Like ways to, I'm feeling so much better, Kathy. Oh my gosh. The thing that was the craziest thing, Kathy, was just the tiredness. I was so tired all the time. I just hated it. And it's not like I don't still get tired. I do. Just not as extreme as it was back then. Back then, last week. Okay, so I'm digging this, and I'm feeling like I might want to do, I don't know. I think popping it gave me the contrast that I needed. Everybody take a drink. But then I was thinking. So I have this little bit left over from my, when I die cut the mat. So I'm going to snip here and snip here. And I'm going to glue this right here. Fold there. Fold there. Right? Look at that. Automatically a matching envelope. So that's just an easy one, but I do have so many cool, I just feel like when we make cards, like especially artsy cards, right? You put all of that work into your card, your envelope should be just as cute, right? So I'm kind of just feeling envelope art. Let me know your thoughts. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, I'm loving that. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Look at those together. Shut it! How cute is that? And you know me, I don't like to waste. And I feel so accomplished. I got one card. One card made this morning. Okay, so now I have Okay, so I have these, um, these that I had printed last week, and I covered with watercolor ground, right? I'm going to scoot that a little bit. I know, don't you think it's so cool? I love to have fun envelopes. Oh, from the class that I taught at Margaret's store. I did teach some envelope art back then. Okay, everybody take a drink. Okay, so I did want to talk this morning about another kind of watercolors. So I'm going to cut the jack-o'-lantern. I mean, these are all going to be fussy cut anyway, right? And the potion bottle. And these little, there we go. All right. So, these are, my friend made me a set of these, but you can buy them. They're perfect for travel. So I wanted to talk about Peerless. I think I might have mentioned them before, but I thought these are, okay, so Jan, these are printed on regular copy paper. And then I coated, but they're printed with my laser printer, just so you know. If you cure your inkjet printer prints, you can do this. So, and by curing, I mean like heat set it with an iron, and then just let it kind of sit for like 24 hours. Then I like to use watercolor ground. So I use a wet brush, and so I dip in my water, and then I coat my printable with watercolor ground, and then I'm gonna get, no, you're good, you're good, you're good. We are one big happy family here. So you coat it with watercolor ground. I think you can probably kind of see where the watercolor ground is on here. And then what watercolor ground is that it will bring on the properties of watercolor paper to whatever substrate you put it on, right? So we'll get better, it kind of gives your paper tooth, and tooth is what watercolor paper has. I mean, this isn't the same as, 300-pound, right? 300-pound watercolor paper, but it's an alternative, I should say. Okay, so Peerless watercolors. So they usually come in a pack about like this, and it's just this little flat, almost kind of like a pamphlet thing. Tessa made this for me years ago. But look, so the watercolor is on these little bits of paper, right? So what you do, I'm always like looking at new ways to watercolor and play with, color and move it around with water. Okay, so you're going to wet your brush. And then you're going to take a color. So let's start with something light. You're going to take the color, and then I'm just going to paint it on. So imagine how easy this would be to travel with, right? Whether it's on an airplane or on a picnic, wherever, whatever. It's just an interesting way to paint and very convenient. I'm gonna... So it would be the perfect art supply to have in your little artsy go bag. Do you know what I mean? Like it would just be with you all the time. It lays flat. Like I took this on our trip to Puerto Rico. I plan to take it with me on our trip to England because in a hotel room, I can get artsy at the end of the day of whatever we, you know, whatever. Oh, it is a Jan-o'-lantern. You're right, Jan. Thank you. So Peerless, you can find them on Amazon or at art supply stores for sure. And they are smaller than this. It's like this, and each page has so many colors. It's just a fun alternative. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if any of you like to do art on the go. I sure do. I also have these little funny, I think I showed these before, these little funny watercolor sets. I got this at my favorite art store in San Francisco called Flax, which is no longer there, boo, 100 years ago. And I just keep it in my little bag of tricks. I love this because, look, at the lid comes off, so you could use this as a little bit of a palette. And then, when Tammy was here and we went to Arizona Art Supply, I got this one. And she actually bought it for me because I'd already paid. And I was like, Tam, can you put this on your thing? Look how cute it is. So cute. So I'm just starting with this lightest, kind of a orangey yellow, kind of a golden yellow. Maybe I'll do a project using those watercolors. I've seen really fancy ones, like a wooden, it's really kind of cool. It's like a little wooden palette that's two pieces in there, magnetically connected. And they, and then you put like tube watercolor into the palette. The one side has palette that has openings. Ditto, Debbie. Ditto. So do you see, like when I'm picking up here where I've already put the water, do you see that the color is getting lighter? So I need to come down here where I haven't touched yet and look. Do you see how the color is more intense? Hi, Mom. Good morning. Okay, so I think I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Everybody take a drink. And then I'm going to fiddle around with what color do I want my flowers to be. And I do want to add more intense orange. Let's see. There we go. There we go. So I haven't watched CBS Sunday Morning. Has anybody else? So I don't have any good stories to tell. I do have one story to tell. I remember I showed you the quilt that I'm making for my mother-in-law, that I made for my mother-in-law for her 90th birthday. Well, I picked it up from my friend Nicole yesterday, who is an amazing long arm quilter. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's so pretty. I'm just loving it. All right, let's see. Let's do something bright. Let me flip this around. I think I want to do like this, like a nice bright fuchsia right here. So how about like this one? I'm just gonna do a base of color. Oh, I'm loving that. Look how pretty that is. What color shall we do the other flowers? And you know, hi Misty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's do something blue. Let's go here. Good morning, Cindy. Okay. And then I want to do my leaves green. Oh, that's too dark, I think. I want to use one of these greens instead. Let's go here. Because you can always deepen it, right? But this is in the same color, like the tonal family. Let's do that here too. There. There. Perfect. I know, me too, Tam. So anybody who's a reader, last night we had book club, and can I tell you, it's one of the best days of the month for me. It's just because I love to read and I love to talk. I don't know if you picked up on that, but oh my gosh, can I tell you, I am so sick of these, the political phone calls, honest to Pete. Anyway, that's what's happening right now. Anyway, last night we discussed, Tam, remind me the name of the book. The Something of Mrs. Christie. The Mystery of Mrs. Christie? Is that right? I just love it. I just love it. The Mystery of Mrs. Christie. So, and it was a story about Agatha Christie. So then we got on a whole roll about Agatha Christie books and movies and shows. So it was a great conversation. It was a great, great conversation. Let's do purple. Let's do something purple over here. Oh, thank you, Mom. Thank you. It turned out so good. It turned out so, so good. Nicole did such an amazing job. And it was just a moment, you know, when you work on something so hard. And you know, I'm very much a beginning quilter. My stuff is not fancy like my mom's. But, oh my gosh, I was proud of that. And I hope that she feels all the love, that's for sure. Oh, well, have fun, Keels. Have fun. Pickleball, that is crazy. Like, it is just sweeping the nation, isn't it? So I'm going to let this one dry. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to set the Peerless aside. I'm going to bring the potion bottle over. And let's paint it with one of these. See what we get. So I'm not going to use that brush. But I'm thinking. Let's do green. Me? 3 years officially. So I'm just working that water into my watercolor. Because see what happens when you don't. And see what happens when you do. Just work that water in. So think about if there's another kind of class that you'd like in the new year. I am putting together my 2023 calendar, and I've been wanting to do something a little bit different. I don't know. So I'm thinking about I'm developing the envelope art class, and then I've got a couple other ideas. Maybe something sketchy. What do you think of that? Let me know your thoughts on that. And if you're watching this on replay, then leave me a message or leave me your thoughts in the comments. Good luck, Keels. I hope you win. All right. Well, you can tell that it's not the highest quality of watercolor, but in a pinch, it's super fun, right? Let's get some water worked into the yellow. I just want everybody to know that you can make art with the most minimal of supplies, right? I have made art with an ink pen and a napkin on an airplane. So don't ever feel like it has to be anything fancy. Not that I don't like all my fancy art supplies. I absolutely do. But just know that you can make art with anything. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of green on top of the bottom of this little jeweled bottle stopper. Because it's a glass jar. It's a glass bottle. And my jewel is behind the green glass. Digging that. kind of fun. Everybody take a drink. Oh, I wanted to talk about this month's paid art classes. So let's get artsy with our Bibles. October 2022 is Saturday, October 29th. And Artsy Alchemy 6 is my art journaling class. And that is Sunday, October 30th, both at 9 o'clock Arizona time. But this month, last month we did gouache. And each class I taught different techniques and aspects of the medium of gouache. And this month I'm doing the same thing. So in Bible journaling, I'm going to share some artsy techniques and ideas. And then in Artsy Alchemy, I'm going to share more artsy techniques and I don't know. I can't think of the word. Artsy techniques and just fun things that you can do with the medium of masking fluid. Masking fluid is one of the most fun, oh my gosh, it is one of the most fun mediums. So, and I have all the bits and pieces. So there are lots of different ways to use masking fluid. There are different tools that you can use to play with masking fluid. Oh my gosh. All the things, all the things, all the things, all the things. So just know that those are both, the registration is still open for both of those classes. Oh my gosh. And so Tam, I'm going to teach you even more masking fluid techniques. I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. Oh, let's do comfort book while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Let's read this one because it's short. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. Heraclitus? I don't know. Okay, elements of hope. Earth, water, fire, air, everything connects. Everything in the universe relates to every other thing in the universe. You can't say A is made of B or vice versa, and said the physicist Richard Feynman. All mass is interaction. And maybe what is true for matter is true for psychology and our emotional selves. Pain connects to pleasure through time. A pleasurable present evolves and connects to the pain of grief when it becomes a memory. But so too, deep inside despair, the knowledge of better times, or even the knowledge of potential better times, can help get you through. And sometimes, even within those moments of despair, we can reach pleasure via the despair. I have to be careful how I phrase this, as I am not entirely sure I understand it. But there was a kind of pleasure I knew from inside depression. I don't mean to diminish the depression. It was intense and life-threatening, and I wanted it to end and had no idea when or how it would. But despite that, no, because of that, when I experienced a moment of beauty or relief, it would take on so much power. The night sky would almost sing with beauty. A kiss or a hug would be magnified with meaning. It was almost as though, in those moments, life outside my mind sensed the destructive force within me and was trying to combat it with wonder. Consider how every human body contains trace elements such as copper and zinc and gold, amid the massive amounts of carbon and oxygen and hydrogen. Similarly, if we could analyze every negative experience we've ever had, we would find vast quantities of emotions, such as fear and despair, and also trace elements of other things: joy, hope, love, happiness. And in the darkness, even the tiniest fragments of light can shine, capture our attention, and maybe even lead us home. Oh, that was good. That was so good. Okay, let's see. Oh, now I have, I'm going to set those aside to dry. So you know I'm going to be right back in the same spot that I was. Oh, I love that, Debbie. It's like I'm over for a visit. Doesn't it, Jan? Doesn't it? Yeah. I agree. So now I'm going to get my big watercolors out. And fiddle around with this page. This guy, I need to think about what I want to put. I'm thinking about hot pink. What do you think of that? Does that sound too crazy? So I'm going to get some water. I'm going to work it into our paint. Remember, we've talked about that. Let's really kind of get them working together. So that seemed a little stark to me. So I'm going to mix a little bit of purple with this pink. I'm going to tap it off, see what I get. That's kind of going the way I like. And I don't know, like I know that I really want to work some black around the outline. Maybe I use a thicker one. Shake it up, prime it. What did I use last week to pull that out? I'm thinking. I'm just using the other end of the handle of my watercolor brush, little by little. Just kind of feather that out a little bit. And this is working remarkably well on top of paint and colored pencil and other Posca pen. Okay. Now I think I'm going to bring that skinny one in. Prime that. There we go. And this one's such a fine line that I can kind of go in between all of those bold lines. And it's going to kind of look like an eyeball, like eyelashes. What I'm kind of going for. Oh, loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I do think I want to wait for that purple to dry, and I think I might want to go over some line work. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Hi, Carla. How are you? Everybody take a drink. I think I kind of want to make some little bit of V's there. Do you see? And that is going to represent like the corners of the eye. So I'm going to work on making it a little bit more pronounced, so then the eye looks a little bit sideways. Oh, I'm loving that. Because then I can come in with some white Posca and kind of fiddle around with that. These, let's do some yellow back here, like we have a beautiful, let's get some water on our yellows. Like we have a beautiful glowing candle behind there. I think this yellow, work that water into your paint. I'm working a little bit more water on my palette. So pretty. Oh, absolutely. So the only way to post artwork is to do it in the Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott group. So you're just going to take a picture with your phone, and then you're going to just like when you leave a comment or make a post in that group, you're going to, there'll be a little icon that looks like a picture. You're going to tap that, and then you're going to go to your camera roll and find the picture that you want to post. And then, ta-da! So this one, I was thinking, I kind of want them to look like those Mexican marigolds, which, stop it, I'm mad for. I'm just mad for those Mexican marigolds. They're so beautiful. The Mexican ones are the ones that have a tall stem. Oh, they're so pretty. So I'm going to start with kind of a watery, washy, randomy coat of yellow. I'll come in with some oranges after. Ta-da! Okay, let's go in with a little bit deeper orange. How am I doing on time, you guys? Oh, I'm running out, is what it is. So I'm just going to randomly add some of this deeper, but I'm making sure I leave that white so we have really nice depth, right? So just randomly add. Try to not give it too much thought. Do you know what I mean? Now let's go even deeper orange. And just do the same. Just add random. Let's see what happens when we do it this way. Right? That's what it's all about, right? Just figuring it out, experimenting, seeing what happens. Did that answer your question, Sue? Did that, if not, send me a message. I'll be sitting in front of my computer downloading or uploading videos to my YouTube channel. Hi, Karen. Welcome. I do think I want to do green leaves here, here. Hi, Jenny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's do some green here. Some green there. Just give us a little bit of... Ooh! Peg, I'm dying to see your web. I just finished mine this morning. Sort of. You know. I'll take a picture and post it later. Oh, it was fun, wasn't it? Wait until you see what we're going to do on Thursday. I am so excited. That's for sure. Oh, we are out of time. I adore you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, post it in the Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott private Facebook group. Post it there, because you can't post it here on this page. I don't know why. You just can't. Not because I'm saying that you can't. It's just not, it doesn't work in business pages. I don't know why. Anyway, everybody go out and have an amazing, amazing Tuesday. Do something just for you today. I don't know what that is. Whatever makes you happy. Oh, I hated crutches. Blech. You realize that you wish you weighed about 20 pounds, don't you? When you're having to carry your whole body on your armpits. Crazy. Anyway, everybody have an amazing Tuesday. Thank you so much. Remember how much I treasure you all. And I will see you tomorrow in Stitch the States. I will be stitching the great state of Missouri and talking about their state flower. Maybe I will finish Missouri and move on to a new state, because I did get a new package of state patterns. I'm so excited about that. I do have some Halloween stuff coming out that's out right now from Adorn It, so I'm waiting for that package. If you are a Halloween person and you like to stitch, you might check that out on Adorn It. I adore you all. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow and or Thursday. Talk to you soon, everyone. Bye.